Yeah. Okay. So, so today's topic for today, what we'll be discussing will just be a bit light. I was reading something on the SCCA blog, and they were asking a few people, and they were sharing why they decided to train with the SCCA and why they decided to become accountants, why they decided to get into this profession. Yeah, so I just thought I would hear from you guys. James, Mariama, Jessica, who is studying accounting. Why did you decide to get into this profession? Yeah, and also because we're in accounting and auditing firm, so yeah, I just want to know why you guys decided to become. Why did you choose to take this profession? Yeah, as an accountant and auditor. Yeah. Yeah, anyone can feel free to share.
Yeah, okay. I will go. I will really go. Why accountancy? Yeah, I'm sure that when we are growing up, perhaps our parents have got a lot of desires for what they want us to be, and so on and so forth. I had these options when I was growing up: accountancy, doctor, actually engineer. Actually, those were the three, and also teaching was on the periphery. However, when I went to school and got to uni, I did actually teaching at the uni. However, there was this lingering thought that actually later I may be able to change to this profession, and maybe and then that opportunity came, and I studied, and here I am. And why? The reason behind having been, of course, a teacher is like I feel that accountancy opens so many doors, very, very many doors, and you are able to go in whichever door you want and concentrate on the door you want. It also gives you opportunity to serve a range of people from different backgrounds. Yes, of course, teaching does, but it's kind of a targeted group of people. But here, a range of people. It does not matter. I mean, like for example, people who are self-employed, they are doing their taxes, or people who are employed and they are doctors, or they are, you can actually serve them. But within this, I also had a dream. I just want to be an auditor, so that also propelled me to become an to get this accountant's profession. So the fact that I'm able to serve, to interact and to know so many industries, having a chance to know so many industries and what they are doing, and above all, I will go back to what actually. To what Mola normally says. He says everyone needs an accountant. Everyone, from top at the topmost, the most richest or wealthiest person, to even the person on the street. And how? Because I mean, for the person on the street, if the government doesn't get enough taxes, and an accountant is involved in there, although they are tax people, but there's still an accountant involved there, then obviously those roads are not going to be good. Yeah, they're not going to be good. So basically, an accountant's service, it has got an impact on the people. And last and most, but not least, the fact that we have an impact on people where their central life is. Some people describe money as the heartbeat. I wouldn't do that. I would describe it as a tool, but it's a tool that tends to oil, if I may put it that way, oil life, you need it to everything. So that also, because of that, then I thought I just chose. I said, well, let me go in here. Yeah, that is the reason. Those are the reasons why I chose accountancy.
Thank you so much for sharing, James. Yeah. Yes, Jessica, do you want to share why you decided to study accounting?
Well, from my own perspective, I'm still actually looking for that answer. But I think a lot of things that happened when I was younger, a lot of like mentors that I saw growing up, I think they all contributed to that. I think since I was a little girl, I always that was the profession that I saw myself doing actually, because basically in our own country here, we see that when they say accountant, you're like, oh, they play with a lot of money, oh, they have a lot of money, you know, that kind of perspective. So I think I grew up with that perspective, but now as I'm gaining the experience, as I'm learning more about the profession, I think that opinion is sort of changing now. And I also, my neighbor actually, she's a female. Uh, she was an auditor actually, so she kind of like inspired me also into the profession based on the way she handles herself, like when going to work. I always admire her, you know, when she's doing her work, she's very focused, she knows her stuff. So I kind of desire to be in that kind of position where I'll be able to inspire somebody else to do great things. So that kind of pushed me into this profession and gives me the passion and the zeal to pursue it actually. So that's just my own. Well, so far I'm still finding the answer personally on how and why I'm still in this profession.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Yeah, yes, Mariama, do you want to share?
Yeah, so I decided to go into accounting because yeah, it all started in secondary school. I was never really good at maths, funny enough. I was really struggling at the beginning when I was in secondary school, doing my GCSEs. I wasn't really good. I was in one of the bottom sets when I was in GCSE in doing maths. And I was just struggling with a foundation paper. You know how GCSE you have the foundation, which is sort of like the basic people that are struggling a little bit, and then the higher papers, which is for like A students and stuff like that. So I was doing the foundation paper and I was just struggling. And I just had this one person, that one teacher, a maths teacher, and it was the head of maths, that just, you know, because I was continuously trying, I was struggling, but he can see that I wanted to get this and I was trying. And the most amazing thing he done for me was he moved me from that bottom set and just took me to one of the top sets. I don't know why he did that whatsoever, but he just decided to do that. And then I was like, okay, I didn't question it either, because I know he's an amazing teacher, and I used to stay after school sometimes to do extra classes with him. So, you know, I got along with the teacher and I trusted whatever he was doing, and I was happy to be in the top set, although I didn't know why I was there, but I was like, okay. So when I was in the top set, he put me, obviously I had to do the higher papers. So I just started revising the higher papers and just doing more high level work. And surprisingly, I started passing on that paper where I was struggling to even get an E in a foundation paper, but in a higher paper, I started passing. I was getting a C, and that challenge, I was challenged basically, and I went for it, and I enjoyed that aspect of me just continuously just pushing, and because the more I started doing better, the more I wanted to do more. I was like, I can actually do this, because I was about to give up. I thought, I'm not going to pass maths, which was going to be a problem for me in here if I don't pass maths. So that's how I started enjoying maths, and yeah, so that's where it started. And then, I was just pushing, and, and I became one of the students that, was, what is it called? That was, is it AIM, James? I forgot. It's been a while ago. I forgot what it's called again.
Which one?
When you're targeted, before you get your results, you get an estimation, like a target. I forgot what the term is again. It's been a long time.
It's a target. Well,
Yeah,
the
so
mock,
you get your
the mock exam. The mock exam. Is that the one you're
what
talking
they
about?
think you're gonna get before you get your results. So, anyways,
Yeah.
So I became one of the top students in maths, basically.
Wow.
And so from then I just fell in love with maths, because I enjoyed it. It just kept me on my toes, and anytime I'm doing it, I always want to solve whatever I'm given, whatever is put on my face, basically, these questions and everything. I always want to find a way around it. I always want to resolve it and everything, and I enjoyed it. So that's how I decided to go into a maths, to study something in maths. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to study maths, because I know it wasn't maths I wanted to do, but I wanted something related, because I'm still not an expert, something related to maths. That's how I started looking into accounting, and I thought, okay, this is a career I can go into. Involves a lot of numbers, a lot of maths, plus you get to work. I was interested in business as well. You get to work with businesses and companies and help them grow. And so the more I learned about accounting, I know the impact they have on people and businesses and companies, and helping them to grow and expand. And so I wanted to be part of that. I wanted to be part of a team. I wanted to be part of, how do I put this? I wanted to be part of that team that helps to make a company grow, or somebody grow and be what they want to be, basically. So long story, but that's how I decided to get into accounting, and why I am in accounting still. And
Thank you so much for sharing, Marama. Thank you everyone for sharing. It's very good to know why you guys ended up choosing the those. I feel like basically in anything that we're doing, it's good to always know our why we're doing something is very important, like the purpose of it. It just keeps us focused in a way. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing. We'll just end our meeting here for today. And have a good day today and enjoy your day.
Thank you.